Hey everyone, welcome to the 124 opportunity presentation. I'm sure someone has invited you to this great opportunity. Someone has invited you that you know, maybe you go to church with them, maybe you work with them, but for whatever reason, they have decided to invite you to hear about the fastest growing opportunity in America, that is 124. My name is Spencer Iverson. I am one of the co-founders of Team Liquid 24. Briefly, my background is as a sports attorney for more than 10 years, where I've represented players in the NFL, Major League Baseball, golf, and basketball. I got a patent when I was a student at 23, and I took a company public when I was 28. I don't tell you that to impress you, but to impress upon you that I've had a little bit of success in traditional business. And I was introduced to the home base industry from my friend and mentor, Mr. Floyd Williams, where it really opened up my world to the industry of direct sales. And I went into this industry very reluctantly, probably like many of you. I had my little law degree and, but you know what? I thought this industry was an industry for people who couldn't get real jobs. Boy, was I wrong. I fell in love with the word residual income. And for about the next 4 or 5 years, we went on to build some tremendous organizations. We had a lot of success. And now we're here at this place in time with a company known as 124. Now, a couple of things you need to know about 124. It is not multi-level marketing. It is not network marketing. We don't have problems with that, but we think that America right now is sick and tired of network marketing. We think the Americans are sick and tired of network marketing. They're tired of the games. I can see some of you nodding your head. They're tired of the sensationalization of the incomes, the bonuses, the one guy they fly in from Utah who's making $1 billion a month and he flies home to his bicycle. Guys, they're tired of that. This is something that you can do, the average person can do in 24 months or less. And you know what's the foundation to this compensation plan, to this unique marketing plan? It's a product known as NatureBurst. NatureBurst is the flagship product of 124. And some people from the start say, wow, you guys only have one product. Well, you can't really look at it that way. It's more than one product. This is a superfoods blend that is made up of more than 34 ingredients. Absolutely incredible. You have one 17.5 ounce canister of NatureBurst. It has different blends in it that helps the body in a number of different ways. A couple of things that makes it unique from some of the other products that you'll see on the market. Now, we know that there are a lot of good products on the market, many of which are in juice form. This is not in juice form, which we think is a benefit. Number one, it makes it more flexible. This is in powder form. There's a scoop that's inside of this container, and you can take 1 scoop of NatureBurst and place it into your favorite drink. It's kind of like Coca-Cola. You know, Coca-Cola, you can't change the taste of Coca-Cola. The formula is set. Some of these other companies that have juice products, the taste is what it is. You can't alter the taste. Here, if you don't like it in grape juice, put it in orange juice, put it in pineapple juice, cranberry juice. People make it with smoothies. Some people put it in their oatmeal. So there are a number of different ways that you can use this product because it is in powder form. Because it's in powder form, it passes through the digestive system much more quickly. Also, its shelf life is exponentially longer because it's in powder form. So we love this. 1 scoop of NatureBurst taken once a day is the equivalent of 6 to 8 servings of fruits and vegetables. So you know what some of the most common testimonials are that we get from NatureBurst? People are losing weight. It acts as a natural appetite suppressant. Think about it. If your body is getting the nutrients that it needs on a daily basis, you don't have those cravings that your body tends to have in between meals and snacking. So we're thrilled about that. It gives you more energy. It promotes anti-aging. Look at me. I was in high school last year. So guys, we're thrilled about what is happening with this product. We're thrilled about how you can begin to implement NatureBurst into your family's lifestyle. It is not medicine. You want to get this into your system every single day. All age groups. We have people who are diabetics, people who are undergoing chemotherapy. Now, none of this is meant as making medicinal claims, but these are simply some facts about NatureBurst and what makes it so dynamic in 124, our flagship product, NatureBurst. So what makes 124 so unique is that it's the country's first incentivized referral compensation plan. All that means is that it's a linear compensation plan. It's not multi-level marketing. It is not network marketing. Here's one thing that we've learned, and you probably agree with me. We think that Americans now are sick and tired of network marketing. I can see some of you shaking your head. They're sick and tired of the games, the sensationalized income. They're sick and tired of the bonuses and the constant need to feel like you got to recruit and recruit and recruit. This company is a breath of fresh air to the industry. And we'll talk more about that as we go on with the presentation. I was getting ready for one of our conference calls, our Sunday evening conference calls, and the news was on in the background, and Brian Williams from NBC was talking about retirement. Then he said something about baby boomers, and I said, wait a minute. This might be important. So I hit record on the DVR and I said, well, let's see if there's some information on here that I can use for our presentation. And as luck would have it, sure enough, it was. They had an economist on there, Harvard educated economist, who's going to be giving certain statistics about the state of America and about what is happening with retirement plans in America right now. And I said, wow, this could be really impactful for our business. And one of the things that they brought out was that Americans right now have about 25% or 1/4 of what they need saved to retire on. That's really not enough. And if you do have a 401k plan, if you do have one, the average American only has $149,000 in that retirement fund. That comes down to about $8,000 to $9,000 per year. So the question becomes, who can live off of $8,000 to $9,000 per year? The other fact that the program elicited was the fact that $1 million is not as much money as people think that it is. Think about it. There's a statistic that indicates that more than 75% of people who win the lottery within their first 2 years are broke again. You know why? There's several reasons why. But one of the reasons why is that they don't understand the value of $1 million. It really does not stretch as far as people think. As a matter of fact, with Uncle Sam taking 39% of earnings, typically you're left with 6/10 of $1 million if you were to come into $1 million on tomorrow. Okay? And then finally, the group of people most affected by the economy and the lack of retirement funding, the baby boomers. That's right. That's that group of people born between 1946 and 1964. Over 1 billion people were born worldwide during that time. They have moved entire industries like Gerber baby food, Pampers, the minivan, station wagons. And now that one is retiring every 8 seconds in America, what are they looking to do? They're looking, one, to live longer lives, and then number two, live a higher quality of life. And so here we have a retirement program in 124 wrapped up around a great product that's Nature Burst. And here's this Harvard educated economist who tells the baby boomers, here's my great advice at the end of this presentation with Brian Williams. My advice is to save more and work harder. You know what? That's not really the game plan I think that most people were going for. I don't think you had to go to Harvard and spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to figure that one out. But here's what we have in 124. We have a program that will allow you to bolster your retirement income in 24 months or less. We get paid 5 different ways. We have green income, silver income, platinum income, gold income, and then there's a green gold bonus, and we're really excited about all of them. The first way that we get paid is in the green income. We have this saying that once a green, always a green. And if you could imagine a linear compensation plan that's illustrated right in front of you, and that linear plan just simply means that everything goes straight down. This compensation plan is all about timing. That's why we're so excited about why we are right here, right now, at this present time. Company less than a year old, fewer than 25,000 customers worldwide. Once you take a position in 124, anyone who enrolls after you becomes a part of your silver downline. But you are issued 1 green ticket per month for 24 months. That's a part of the significance of the name 124. Issued 1 virtual green ticket per month for 24 months. Think of that green ticket as an invitation. I can use my invitation to enroll 1 customer. What the company is going to do is they are going to give you $1.50 for each person that you enroll on a green ticket. Now, as we said before, once a green, always a green. So if I use my green ticket at the first of the month to enroll my 1 customer, anyone that person subsequently enrolls is also green income to you. So you can begin to see how exciting that can become, how quickly that can begin to grow. I'm going to tell my mom about this great product. I'm going to enroll my mom on a green ticket. My mom is going to tell her friend, who's going to tell her friend, and so on, and so on, and so on. Everyone, that organization will grow into tens and hundreds and thousands of people eventually simply using a green ticket. Now, the company's put together a chart, and this chart was built for the average person. And we like that. See, we've seen some things in network marketing that would absolutely blow your mind. Things that companies have built compensation plans typically around the heavy hitter. That person who can come in like a Floyd Williams or Rodney Epps and enroll hundreds of people and build organizations for tens of thousands of people. Mark Seaforth, when he put this compensation plan together, said, you know what? I want to do something for the average person. Here's another industry statistic. The average person in direct sales in their 5-year career with 1 company working the program is only able to recruit 2 to 3 people. That's it. And so what the company did was say, you know what, let's build a compensation plan. Let's build a model for the average person. So what they said in your green income is, Let's encourage everyone to get one customer per month for 3 months and then stop, but teach everyone else to do the same thing. How simple is that? It's really simple when you have a product as dynamic as Nature Burst with the testimonials that we're getting from around the country. So what I'm going to do is my first month, I'm going to use my green ticket. My second month, I'm going to use my second green ticket. The person that I enrolled is going to use theirs. My third month, I'm going to use my third and final green ticket, and everyone that I have enrolled will do the same, and I stop. I don't do anything else but encourage everyone else to do the same thing. And if you look at the chart that's illustrated, you will see that before you even get to your 24th month, you have maximized your earnings on the green income at more than $100,000 per month. That's not some theory. That's not some kind of fuzzy logic. That is the mathematics of how the compensation plan works for the average person. And as I said earlier, who can't think of one person who needs a product that's going to energize the body, that's going to nourish the body, help you get your blood pressure under control, maybe take your cholesterol back to a normal level? Who can't use that? Everybody can use that. So we're really excited. You can earn a maximum of $100,000 per month in your green, your silver, and your platinum income. And so you will have maximized it simply by using one green ticket per month for 3 months. We've never seen anything quite this dynamic. Now let's talk about the silver income. We don't spend a whole lot of time on the silver income, and the reason why is because the silver income represents free money. Now, free money for us is money that I don't check up on it all the time. It's something that comes as almost like a bonus, as a privilege for taking a position early in the company. And as I mentioned earlier, part of this compensation plan is dynamic because it's all about timing. Think about it in business. Everything in business, just like in life, is about timing. Here's how the silver income works. You can earn a maximum of 5 shares of silver performance income. It works this way. 1 share is the equivalent of you getting 1 customer who has a customer. That's 1 share. And you can earn a maximum of 5 shares. And what the company will do in this free income portion, or we like to also call it profit sharing, is they're going to multiply the number of shares that you have times the number of customers in your silver PC downline each and every month. Now think about it. This is how fast this company is growing. We can almost guarantee that between the gold rush, which is 24th of the month until the end of the month, you will have more than 3,000 to 5,000 silver PCs or silver customers in your organization. So the company says, let's multiply the number of shares that you have. Let's say you've maxed it out. You're a go-getter. You have 5 shares times the number of silver PCs. Let's say that's 3,000. That's 15,000 points. 5 shares times 3,000 silver PCs, 15,000 points. They're going to multiply those 15,000 points times a share value. Now that share value is very simple. They take the gross revenue of the company that month and divide it by the number of shares outstanding. That gives them a fractional percentage. They multiply that times the number of points you have, and that comes up to a check. Your first check in your silver performance pool could be $4 or $5. It could be $10 or $12. But let me tell you something. That income grows exponentially over time, because think about it. Think about what's happening. This company has not gone international yet. This company is growing at a rate of 3,000 to 6,000 customers every single month. So your first 30 days, you may have 3,000 to 5,000, but your next 30 days, you may have 6,000 to 10, and then 10 to 20, 50, 60,000 PCs that are multiplied times the number of shares, times the share value. You're starting to get the hang of it. You can see how quickly that free money escalates to the point to where it's paying for your product, and then it's starting to take care of some real expenses like car notes, mortgage payments, rent payments, things for your kids' school. Hey, how about with the gas prices being the way they are, putting just a little bit of extra gas in your car? So we're really excited about the silver performance pool and the free money that we earn through 124. Platinum income bonus. Now, what is this bonus for? Who is this for? This is for the person who says, Mr. Iverson, Mr. Williams, Mr. Epps, I'm a go-getter. I'm a builder. I'm a heavy hitter. I know a lot of people. I can talk all day about this product. Is there a part of the compensation plan for me where I can earn a check with a comma in it my first 60, 90, or 120 days? Well, yeah, we got something for you. It's called the Platinum Income Pool, and it works this way. This is for the builder. This is for that person who really wants to go and get it and shorten their time from 24 months, maybe to 4 to 6 months or 6 to 8 months. Here's how it works. In this compensation plan, you understand that you're given 1 green ticket per month for 24 months. That first green ticket is issued on the 1st of the month. So what I'm about to illustrate to you is how you can get your first platinum share or